I am Sylvia Gordon.
And I'm Rebecca Gordon. And this is the Sisters of Sally.
In this episode, we're going to talk about the ACA time bomb that's ready to go off in America.
But first, let's talk about our rock solid webinar we had last week, the training on the digital toolbox that you did.
Right, so if you go to the tools tab on the Gordon Marketing website, you can scroll down to the digital marketing, and it's just amazing how many agents haven't availed themselves of this. I talked to a great couple last week. They've been in business for 3 years on their own company, and they'd worked for somebody else for 3 years. And I was like, okay, well, what's your logo? Don't have one. What are your colors? Don't have one. What's your tagline? Don't have one. What's your website? Don't have one. What did you do for your business cards? Don't have them.
Wow.
It's like, you don't have anything?
You know who you are.
You don't have anything? I mean, it's more common than you think.
I think people think that you have to get to a certain level, maybe, to have those. Those things are all in gold, and only fancy people have that.
I mean, most people just go get some cheap business cards, but
they don't
have the other stuff. So we can help you with all of that. If you go to the digital toolbox, we can help you with all of that, depending on if you do business with us or how much. Depending on how much we'll subsidize the cost.
You're doing another class coming up in July?
Right. So the one I did this week was on Google My Business, which they've changed to Google My Profile. That's free real estate that every business owner should claim on Google. And most agents don't really understand how to do it, or they've done it poorly. So we had several hundred people sign up for that class, and it was such a good turnout that we're going to offer that one again in July. Then I added more to it because we had a lot of participants. But they asked for more digital marketing, and I love that kind of stuff. So I'm actually writing a CE class right now on that kind of stuff, on social media marketing for agents. So hopefully we'll get that done here for the first quarter of next year.
Fantastic.
But if you want more topics, if you want more training on that, first go see what we have available, and then let your marketer know at Gordon Marketing. We'll be happy to help. Let's talk about the time bomb.
Yeah, so during COVID, the government made the subsidies bigger. More people could come in.
To what?
Into getting a larger subsidy.
So
it made health insurance. Well, let me finish.
ACA. She didn't say ACA.
She's a little wound up.
She didn't talk about it.
So
Obamacare.
They were able to get in. A lot more people came in. And actually what they found out last year is more people enrolled in ACA last year than any other years previously. So, and why? They made it super cheap. I mean, people could come in, and if they were charged X normally, with this new, more robust relief, they were charged way down here. So a lot of people got in. So what's happening now? Rates are going to go up. And that subsidy relief, that should shrink back down to a more fiscally smart subsidy amount. So when we looked at some of the states that are going to be impacted by this and what the projected rate increases are, they're big.
Yeah, like 70% in Texas,
They're big.
40% in Minnesota,
60%.
Vermont.
But just keep this in mind.
It was crazy.
Guaranteed issue doesn't always work that well. And you can tell by the stability of these rates. So everything pretty much got shut down last year, just in terms of people's rates increasing, making subsidies better. And it's going to hit.
So it's supposed to expire at the end of 2023 unless...
2022.
This year, 2022, unless it's extended. So the Biden administration desperately wants to make these subsidies permanent, and they don't have the votes to do it without getting... if anybody follows the news at all, they got to get Senator Manchin of West Virginia, who is a Democrat, but has not voted with his party. And he's obstructed a lot of the Biden administration's legislation. Now, Senator Manchin has been very vocal that he wants to shore up ACA, and he's a fan of ACA. He's not a fan of Medicare for all. And he hasn't been a fan of the whole COVID relief bill, of all the other things that were added to it. So it's a time bomb for the administration, because everybody's going to start getting their notices that they're losing their subsidy if this isn't extended right around election time.
And keep in mind, folks, you can qualify for the normal subsidy was between 400%, and I'm just going to say 150%. they made those parameters bigger, so
one.
more people could get in. So right now is the time to be looking at options. And the biggest option is the new carriers entering the market. Because whenever you have a new carrier coming in, those rates don't have a book to reflect on for rate increases. So I've seen a lot of, or I've heard a lot of growth with Molina, Aetna. And so keep an eye out for our emails coming out in our training, as also the website, the ACA major medical side, as we're adding. And as we hear of new expansion, those could be great options for your clients.
If you don't subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. I want to thank everybody for helping us hit 7,000 subscribers.
Thank you very much.
No robots, all real people. And due to that, we will now be purchasing new chairs. Our goal, I've been chair shopping. They're a little bit more expensive than I was planning on, but
might have like a
there will be new chairs this year, and it's all thanks to you guys. Thanks for subscribing. If you have questions about any of this, the legislation, hit us in the comments.
Good selling, folks. Talk to you soon.